Whenever I'm faced with too many options, I tend to freeze. Let me put that into perspective. So if I go to a restaurant and there's a menu that says these are the types of food available, all kinds of food available, I don't wrap my head around which is which and start balancing nutrition. Just reduce or bring down that list to at least two or one. Just give me something. So I tend to be indecisive when I have too many options, which is not really a good thing, but I've realized that it's not a me thing. A lot of people can relate with this and a lot of people have these tendencies. And so if you are going to look for applications or platforms or tools you're going to need to actually trade as a crypto trader, it's better you know the exact tools that do what and the best that does that particular kind of thing and just use that tool rather than being bombarded with 1,001 tools that can do one thing. I know if that makes sense. So you're looking for a particular platform that actually works for fundamental analysis, that give you news, all your news, analysis, and everything in one place. There are a lot of options, but it's best if you just know which is which and use that one rather than going through other kinds of platforms. Well, at least that's how it works for me. And so in this video, I'm going to be listing, or rather still giving you 5 tools that you are going to need as a trader. Now, not 5 options, 5 tools. In other words, every single one of these tools have its different functionality, and if combined together, just like different ingredients that give you or make a perfect meal, then if combined together, you'll get the best result you want as a trader. Now, the first of this one is one that is quite interesting, and I like the concept around it. And this is known as crypto bubble. Now, typically, instead of using a graph or faced with a graph that shows you all crypto platforms like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and so on and so forth, how about you put every single one of them in a bubble and change the size of them in that bubble? So the bigger the bubble talks about, the higher or the more valuable that crypto project has been in the last week, in the last 1 hour, in the last day, and probably months. It's a very beautiful tool. Matter of fact, I just go there and just watch every single one of them and then open the graph to probably trade them or look at what's actually happening. But yeah, it's a beautiful tool. Now, Gecko is a very informative tool, and I've come to realize that almost every single person who understands what they are doing in the crypto world or who's familiar with cryptocurrency has this application on their phone because it's an overview application that gives you in-depth knowledge. I don't know if that makes sense. Like an application that gives you in-depth knowledge, but in an overview format. So if you open the application and you're trying to get details about Bitcoin, now, Bitcoin is typically the #1 ranking platform, and so it has a list of all cryptocurrencies according to its ranks. And then once you open that one, which is Bitcoin #1, then it shows other information like the total supply, circulating supply, date it was actually launched, possibly the liquidity behind it and people behind it. All those basic information that you need in a snap. I'm not going to confuse it with options, and so this one serves almost similar purpose, but are different. In a sense, at least I use them differently. The first one is, or putting it at #3, is Trading View, and coming at #4 is MT5. Why am I giving these two together? And this is going to be like a comparison. Is based on the fact that Trading View is a premium or has a premium package, so it's a freemium. So you could basically use it free for an extent or to an extent, but to get more things about it, you need to pay premium. And so it is the #1 thing most guys want to go for. But if you want to still get trading views, speculations, and tools, but still maintain total free package without any harassment on ads and anything like that, then you want to go into MT5, which is MetaTrader 5. And this is the one I go for because I could trade directly, like basically connect my broker directly to it, have my funds on it, take trades live on it while also analyzing each trade I'm taking. But then I think I'll have to do a full video that talks about the comparison about MT5 and Trading View. But either one of them are beautiful and you could use them because, side note, it's much easier to navigate MetaTrader 5 than it is to navigate Trading View. Now, Crypto Panic is those for the fundamental analysis of cryptocurrency. So you want to get news and sentiment. You want to know what's basically happening in the market or what major news is out there that most likely would trigger a reaction in the market. Then Crypto Panic is your best platform for that. Well, like I said, there are a lot of other options that can do the same thing, but Crypto Panic is usually the go-to one. You probably must have seen the logo somewhere, that wolf logo kind of thing. And yeah, just like the name Crypto Panic, a lot of people tend to panic whenever they open this application. But so you do not have to if you know what you're doing. In the next few minutes, I'm going to need you to pay close attention because I'm going to be making you an offer that's going to do 2 things for you. Number one, is going to drastically change your financial status. And number two, you're going to make more money in the final half of this year than you've made in the previous months of this year. Now, this is a program that typically happens twice every single year. And it just so happened for the second part of it this year, I've decided to make this opportunity open to every single person. Well, because I always give this offer to my close community on WhatsApp and Telegram. But this time, it's open to the general public. Well, no point gatekeeping when every single one of us can make money while learning. And so I've decided to create a team of 10 people and make money for them with a minimum of $30,000, $50,000, and $100,000 in profit before the end of this year for each and every single one of these people. Now, while showing them exactly how I took these trades and the strategy that I used in taking this trade so they can replicate this result even after this program. So the idea is, while you're learning all these things, you're actually making money on top of it. So by the time you're done with this program, you don't have to bother about capital, you don't have to bother about taking any loan, you don't have to bother about anything. All you're going to be left with is the knowledge on how to replicate a result and the money available for you to replicate that result over time. It's known as the LTE program. Well, Learn to Earn program, and it basically costs $30,000. But seeing as this is the first time it's coming to the general public, it's going to be sliced down to $10,000 for the first 10 people, which is every single person that I need for this quarter. And obviously, like always, you know I always give you guys an opportunity to make more money if there is. And so the bonus for this package is going to be access to yield farms and liquidity pools that is going to be available for between now and the 30th of this month. And so you have a tendency of making much more than the trades we even take by simply joining yield farms and creating liquidity for very, very good projects available. And so if you want to be part of this 10 people that's going to be part of this program, then you're going to see 3 links down below in the description. Now, one of them is a direct link to my WhatsApp DM. The other is a direct link to my Telegram DM. And the last one is going to be direct link to my personal email address. Now, do click any of them that you feel comfortable with and reach out to me saying you want to join the LTE program right away, and then you can get started before the 30th of this month. Now, with that said, go ahead to click that link right now and let's make some money. You're welcome.